Do both of you gentlemen either think this is a great idea, or do you think maybe it's one of these good intentions and we know where the path usually leads? Jonathan, why don't you start? I mean, consumers might need some help, but nothing is free.
You're absolutely right, Joe. Nothing is free, and this isn't going to prevent the ultimate bill having to be paid by someone. And in this case, the proposals that the UK government has put in place will mean that taxpayers will be funding the difference between the cap of about £2,500 for the average household for a year's worth of gas and electricity. That's just under $3,000 for the next couple of years. Taxpayers will pay the difference between that and what the market prices are, which in the final quarter of this year were predicted to be over £3,500 on an annualized basis. But I'm obviously sympathetic to the challenge that hardworking families are facing during this difficult winter ahead of us.
I mean, you could, Abhi, I could figure out a way to make that sound on face value like something you could do. That the taxes could be paid by people who can afford to pay taxes, and you could subsidize people that need to have their homes heated, need to on the low end of the scale. You could almost be like a transfer payment. We do that all the time. But do the market dynamics get messed up by this, and will we exacerbate the high prices in the long run from supply-demand dynamics?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I think that's, I agree with what Jonathan said, but it's part of the difficulty I have with this is that this is kind of a payment for everybody, right? It's not targeted towards the most needy. It's kind of a handout to everybody. And Jonathan's right. I mean, ultimately the taxpayer is going to have to pay for it. And again, that burden is going to fall, sort of across the board. I think the one other challenge is that what was not announced was, any sort of a targeted conservation effort, right? So you could have, these subsidized, electricity bills, and everybody just kind of continuing to consume electricity and power as normal, and that could exacerbate the problem. That could make that bill much higher than sort of the number that's talked about right now, which is around 120 billion pounds up to 160 billion pounds, including small businesses. That number could be a lot higher. If prices shoot up into the winter and in the spring.
Jonathan, the latest, I couldn't help but look at the backdrop in terms of fundamentals. And when you read Russian troops on the run, I'm sure that's not going to be taken in stride by Vladimir Putin. And I wonder if this just makes it less likely that Nord Stream reopens or stays consistently supplying. Well, I mean, they're even talking about, what does he do in terms of, what weapons are at his disposal. But this is going to be a weapon. And I wonder, once you go down this road of subsidizing it, it could get expensive.
I think you're absolutely right. I mean, clearly, we've seen a much more explicit statement from the Russian government about, Nord Stream now being closed until effectively all of the sanctions, direct and indirect, are removed. Previously there were these sort of magical oil spills and mechanical errors that kept cropping up, but now they're being a bit clearer in explaining what they're doing. But you're absolutely right. The longer term need here is to diversify the mix of supply. And that is where actually the UK government, to their credit, have historically been quite clear on trying to move to 100% renewables by 2035. Significant investment by the outgoing Boris Johnson government planned around new nuclear capacity, which helps with baseload, of course. What I think I agree with the new Chancellor, Kwasi Kwarteng, in his statement from March of this year, that no amount of shale gas drilling in England's green and pleasant lands is going to make any difference to the global price of oil and gas. So clearly diversifying supply is going to have to come from other mechanisms, including dependency on Britain's longest-standing partner in the US with LNG exports. But I think ultimately supply is one part of it, demand is the other. And that's where, my colleague on the other line is absolutely right. We've got to see more focus on energy efficiency and bring in, basically demand constraints, which removing the price signal doesn't help with. The other small point to just mention is, of course, that there are disagreements around the right funding mechanism for this support. And if you go back to the last time we had oil prices sort of around the high 80s in 2007, 2008, it was Governor Palin in Alaska who put forward Alaska's clear and equitable share and signed that into law, which brought in an incremental tax rate of 0.2% for every dollar that the oil price went above $52 a barrel. So you're going to see elected officials of all parties look at whether additional tax rates on the end beneficiaries of all of the increased prices, the oil and gas companies themselves, is where some of this is ultimately going to have to be paid for.